How's it going, guys? My name is Graham, and welcome to a first look at Hair Dash, an upcoming mobile game that's coming tomorrow. That's a very action-packed game that's all about having really great hair. Seems to be the main component of the game. Very weird to be doing it during a time where people are having such difficulty getting haircuts, but that's besides the point. Maybe this will be a little bit of like fulfillment that I'm not able to get a haircut in real life. At least my hair will look great in the game. Welcome, warrior. The King Octopus and its pirates are attacking. Angry boy. Yarr. He looks pretty upset. He's really living that life. This enemy has one red health point. Tap the bottom right to attack him. And I think that's basically it. I think it's really similar to One Finger Death Punch. If people have seen that game. Barrel. The best offense is defense. I hope they choose to introduce legitimately every single enemy in this game that's introduced to us. Everyone gets a flashy splash screen, even if they don't even get names or personalities or anything. Some enemies have multiple health points. Tap the bottom to destroy the barrel 2-3 times. And then you start going to the left to chop up that barrel. Well done! You're ready! Defend your island and the secret fantabulous lair. And from this point, it's legitimately just about chaining together these attacks. I'm doing it with the mouse because I'm just kind of like showing things off using a little computer setup. But you can see how this would be very effective with the tap-based gameplay. Survived! Which is great. It's a good thing. It's what you want. Victory! Level 1, experience and diamonds. You can watch a video for extra, non-forced, which I always like, and 20% of the way. No thanks, no extra experience. I'm fine keeping things as is. Whenever I play mobile games on the channel, I like to play around with the monetization a little bit just to show that off and give people a quick impression of whether or not it's necessary for playing the game, so we'll get a better feel for that soon. I'm actually setting this up so I can do it with the keyboard, because I feel like that'll be a lot smoother. Now I have this like really particular health to worry about. Big dummy, big bad, and ugly. It's like the good, the bad, and the ugly, but he only got the worst traits out of it. There's like totally a range that you have to worry about, that like a certain threshold they have to cross. Your reach isn't like infinite. Survived, all those bonus, all those good things. Of course I'm doing great. I'm great. It only makes sense. The bonus experience, maybe after a few attempts, we'll decide whether or not we want to give that a real go. Let's customize Charming. I thought I was just Warrior before. Apparently Prince Charming. I get a cool name. I don't know what that was. I just zoomed by. Tap to go to the village, which we also get to customize. Welcome to the armory. Here you can customize your character. Oh, I'm very excited about that actually. That seems like that'll be a lot of fun. Buy a chest. You were given 30 gems to go give it a try. Oh, and then you get random customization options. The acid set. But I'm part of the way there. I don't have the full thing. I wonder if you would get like bonuses if you did. And this would maybe be to like unlock the full thing all at once. So that would just be the hair. I will switch over to the acid hair. I think that sounds really cool. You know what? A free chest. We'll do our first ad. Scratch to reveal on this, like, lady's dress. But maybe she'll be naked. I don't even think there was, like, a time requirement of how much of that I had to watch. I might have got lucky on that one. Still building towards the same set. Which, I guess we have cool matching knee pads now. I don't think it really like changes anything about the game. I think it's purely aesthetics. I have the different armor sets, so it's considered rare? No. It's the acid set is up here in normal. These guys are rare, which that one looks like Aquaman, which is kind of cool. And then you get to epic where there's a chef, the gold knight. That looks like a cool paladin, the red hairdo, and then legendary a suit, and then just like another type of suit. And Fury? Oh, it's a totally different character that you can play as. I mean, you can randomize it, but right now I don't have much equipment. I think there will eventually be more customizations, like, once I unlock more of this. I don't really know a ton about it. Let's go out and fight more. Now we got our hairdo. I feel very prepared. I'm assuming eventually I'm going to gain more health. Oh, that's totally the octopus, like, villain. The main villain that we're worried about. I see no reason to to not just plow forward in one direction like that. It's very satisfying to just like fully commit to one direction like that, especially when they only have 1 health. It's pretty unstoppable. Do you know what? This game, now that I'm thinking about how quickly I'm having to do this game might be easier with this keyboard setup than it is just tapping things. So leveling up, a nice stash of gems to help you out on your adventure. That's great. And 35 experience away from leveling up. Again, that's weird. So I leveled up, but I have that independent experience that I'm filling up. Uncertain exactly how that works. A freebie gift of some kind will free gems. I'll take my daily free gems. You gotta watch an ad, but they're still free. Is it necessary to advertise TikTok? Don't 3 billion people have that installed? 40 for that, and I don't care about doubling it. And you know what? Hell, I'll immediately spend it on a random customization thing. The Arctic set. Cool hair. I will immediately apply that hair. I like the kind of whitish vibe it puts off, that whitey blue, that nice winter feel. Cool things off a little bit as I'm heating things up. The throwy lass, it's raining knives. Okay, things are going to start getting more complicated. We have enemy types who do things other than just run straight at you. So now I might actually have to start thinking a little bit and dodging or prioritizing as things get a little dicey. But we're working up a pretty intense sweat out here. It seems like a good idea to keep a nice cool head with some frosted hair. Not frosted tips, the entire hair is frosted. Ooh, okay, that was the closest I've been to getting knived. You can start to see a little bit how you have to trade that off. Right now, it's being kept simple enough that I don't have to worry about it too much. But start throwing in a few more enemies that attack from further down the line, things like that. It'll start getting pretty dicey. The final battle of the chapter. I got enough diamonds. I don't know what else they're for. I'll open up a chest. Get some random... Oh, I kind of wanted those goggles. Didn't the hairdo and the goggles look like the main character from Digimon? Which is kind of cool. Ooh, the Paladin Bronze set. I do think that I was just the shoulder guards. I liked the chest piece more, but whatever. I don't even think I had any shoulder guards on yet. So I think that is generally cooler. Presumably, when I level up to a certain point, I'll obtain more health. I assume all enemies forever. Oh my god, it's so hard. Luckily, you have knockback as you're chaining together those so that you don't get knifed as you're committing to chopping up the one guy. Oh, I completely lost my chain of thought on whatever I was saying before I got really heavily committed to all that. Yeah, I assume you'll only ever take 1 half heart damage from any enemy type. Oh god, it's just immediately chaining together. The armored boy, I won't go back. He burst his way out of the barrel but hung on to a little bit of it so he can have the offense and defense. The armored heavy, more damages? Oh yeah. So he can withstand more damages? I hope he doesn't deal more. Oh my god, okay, I actually had to go... I don't know, should I have committed? I think I was meant to lose that, because now all of a sudden it's telling me to go to the village. Yeah, but I also want my gift. I want to see what that's all about. I want my freebie. Wow! I mean, the forge guy is awesome, but apparently he's also got quite the stylist for his hair and face there. Things are looking great. Weapons, level 2. Oh, cool, and you get a unique looking weapon for each level of that. You now deal 2 damage. Enemies take less hits to defeat. And so, is it going to show that in his health? It'll only show 2? Something that usually would have had 6 now is only going to have 3? Rather than... I guess because eventually your damage is going to be 30, and there's no point having 30 health bars. So that's a good... It's an effective way to communicate that. Okay, it costs gold and rocks. Probably iron. Not apples. Don't know what apples are for. Pretty unimportant so far. Somewhere between pretty and 1000% unimportant. This bonus, you could remove interstitial ads, which right now hasn't really seemed to happen. There's nothing that hasn't been voluntary yet for gaining extra gems or experience or things like that. Yeah, give me more freebies. I've joked about this before, but someday I really just need to do a video just basically making fun of ads in games. Mobile ads specifically, because so many of them are just preposterous. 39. It's such a random gem amount. It doesn't even necessarily give them to you in even numbers. Maybe they did it. Maybe they did it for the sake of the joke. There's a hidden algorithm to make sure, if the opportunity presents itself, to make sure you get 69 on the dot. Ooh, the purple spiky set. And of it I got the chest piece. And it's rare. Cool. Now I'm getting pieces from like so many different sets and everything. It's starting to look pretty rad. I'm very curious how or when or where or whatever that you get the other character. It seems like they'd be cool to... I want to try it out. I want to play as the other one and just like try and unlock some things for them. Look at the fun customizations that they have going on as well. Oh, this was a tier, like multiple tiers to this battle, right? So... like, cause why didn't I immediately fight the guys who had like the barrel armor, the ones I specifically upgraded to beat? Do I have to fight my way back up to them again? Here it is. Yeah, there's multiple stages to the battle. It doesn't drop you in like the midpoint. That now and again my hair is doing the punching. I thought I saw the hair whooshing around and things. I also love how it looks in the slow motion dash like that as he's running over. But at the end of a combo, like the killing blow there, I guess not necessarily every time, but now and again it legitimately is your hair doing the punching. Okay, that starts to get a little bit tense actually, but they have that much health. Alright, I'm not tapping fast enough to burn through that so I can advance properly. It's getting dicey there. That was a pretty big payday actually. I do like the way this game like holds frames of animation, especially when characters are diving into the scene like that. I feel like a lot of art styles and animations wouldn't have the confidence to show that, in the sense that like you're really highlighting the in-between frames of your animation that normally might be a little janky. You might not put as much effort into them because you're only seeing it for a quarter of a second anyways. I feel like they really took the time to make sure it looks good in all stages. Oh, final battle 1, huge payout, weapon available in the village. That's good that it lets me know. And our proper, oh, that's separate, so we're leveling up. Why would you have to watch an ad to claim it. It took a while. It took me, what, 15 minutes or whatever to build up to this point where I would have to watch an ad to get a prize. And that's okay. They've been pretty unintrusive. I've been playing for 15 minutes. I personally have watched 60 seconds of ads at most, all voluntary. So I'm generally fine with that. So I leveled up by killing lots of things, and I earned this experience, just percent towards this unlock. Completed the first chapter, moving on to the second, getting a slightly bigger looking ship. Enemies have grown stronger, new enemies join the fight. Will it not present them to me in the same way it has been in the previous chapter there? I kind of like when it does the introduction of the new characters when they first arrive. I assume it'll still be doing that. Don't know what the tree is or the scarecrow. Haven't seen any of that yet. Wow, I didn't realize how much ore I had unlocked all at once there. That's, it's gonna be a while before I run out. No, never mind. It was a huge leap in, in the requirement there. I'm most of the way in terms of gold. That makes me think that this game must have a lot of tiers of weapons to work up to. So the game might start becoming more important. The fencer, let's tango. Ooh, I like his little tiptoes that he does. Oh my god, okay. I noticed the different color, wasn't sure exactly what that would be about. That's really fun. That's a really fun enemy type to have to swap sides in order to take him on. Also, I just love the way that he prances around and he looks kind of like Inigo Montoya? I'm getting the first name wrong. Iago? It's not Iago. I know it's not Iago. Damn. But you know, Princess Bride. And he's very prancy, and I love it. I think he's great. Alright, just keep getting dished out points. If you play for 5 days, you get exclusive armor, which is that's cool. That's a really fun way to encourage you to keep playing. You eventually get chests and an exclusive set. And a crazy amount of diamonds. It dishes them out actually a lot. If you pick this game up and played for like, I don't know, a couple minutes, 5-10 minutes a day, which is like exactly the type of game I usually want. I usually don't want anything that requires a heavier commitment on my end, you know? So this seems like if the game's going to reward me in that way, keep me coming back, dish out plenty of new things to unlock, the Sun Knight set, I do think I like those shoulder pads a lot. I'm going to hang on to those. I'm using those for sure. Then like, yeah, it seems like the sort of thing I would be willing to log into regularly enough to keep, oh god, oh, you can totally keep fighting down the other direction, but then eventually they're gonna like stack up behind you like that. That is cool though, that you don't have to fully interrupt the flow to like, you know, kill them on the spot the way I just did there. You have total freedom to like leave them on the new side that they didn't start on, and yeah, you can like abandon any little fight you're in the middle of to go attack in the other direction. That actually keeps things really like free-flowing and fun, and it gives you a lot of autonomy rather than just, I don't know, only one solution. I really like that. A new ally joins the fight. That's awesome. That's like specifically what I wanted to see. That's like the next big thing in this game I wanted to be able to showcase. So I'm pretty excited about that. You unlocked Fury, which will hang out over at the village in the customize. I thought maybe that would be under the tree or the scarecrow or something. These might be the only two characters then. Each character has different armor sets. So we have normal, rare, a few of those. That reminds me of the monk from like Diablo 3 a little bit. That reminds me of Sailor Moon, which like if I had my choice, I would immediately just take that one. A lot of these remind me of different characters that were like vague remembrances. The unicorn rainbow hair is just amazing. And then that one, clearly the best. It kind of even looks like you have hoof hands. That's fun in its own way. I definitely want to try and spend some diamonds to get a fun random piece of gear. And the gloves was maybe the least exciting thing I could have unlocked. I don't even like the look of them. It doesn't even like match the other stuff I have, so I'm gonna keep what I have. Ooh. I think, oh cool, you don't even use a sword. I was literally just thinking, am I gonna have to worry about that separately? Oh god. That the fencer does a quarter heart damage. I honestly thought things at most would, or least, don't know what phrasing to use there, would break down into half hearts. I'm curious if I have to level up her damage independently, or if my investments towards that carries over. That's like one continuous bar that I'm filling up. Let's train to improve your health. Oh man, so is that the difference? No, now we have all kinds of options. It won't let me. It's forcing me to do this. Let's collect some gold. Start collecting? Claim? Oh. So how much of this can I invest? Do push-ups. 1 apple, gaining a little bit of health. Is that healing? That's not a permanent increase in health, right? So then you can start queuing up apple harvests. Okay. So there's a good reason to also play the game like once a day, or a couple times a day, to check on your harvests. Remember to check back on them later for extra rewards and things. So I'll try to remember to come back in like 5 minutes, but I think it's probably also a good idea to just queue up a couple of apples right here, since they only take 3 seconds each. Because I think it was 3 apples needed for this training. Oh, two out of 3. The threshold is raising. That's fine. Oh, I maxed that one out. Dang. I did the 3-second one enough times that it eventually rolls over into a 4-hour wait. So you can't just sit there and spam that one infinite times in a row. Dang, that totally blocks me from doing the next training. Both of us are upgraded. So it's the sword or the necklace representing the increase in damage. So health and damage upgrades are applying to both characters, which is good to know. And now I got a full heart, which hopefully is enough to see me through. I'll feel quite bad about myself if with going from half a heart to a full heart, if I'm suddenly totally screwed. I should have the skills to see me through. They were really falling immediately behind where I was. Okay, the changing side thing tends to throw me off a little bit. I tried to do my best to alternate and juggle, and I ended up weighting it way too heavily to one side there. And I've managed so far, but it comes at quite the risk every time. Maybe later, 20 plus minutes in, it's the first time the game has asked me to invest in something like that. It's giving me a 2-day window to do it. Oh, and I don't have enough diamonds to buy one of the chests. That's why that's not coming up at the moment. I wonder if presumably we'll have like little mini boss battles. If this whole time we're working up towards the big octopus battle, I'm assuming he'll be the final thing that we take on, but that we're gonna need to build up before that. Oh, that's tricky actually. See, I was trying to avoid it. I saw it playing out in front of me and was trying to work around that. The fencer really like locks you into one place for an extended period of time there, and while you're busy fighting it, then they start chucking knives at you, and it gets dicey and dangerous. And I thought I could make my way clear. I predicted and anticipated their strategy there. And they still managed to get a few off on me. Same thing here actually. This barrel is clearly like it had a ton of health to lock you in one place. But then the game is smart. It's designed well in the sense that while it has you chipping away at the barrel, it sends you one enemy on the other side so that you can run away quickly enough to dodge the knives via other attacks. I'm really getting the flow of this. And I almost can guarantee you this is easier to do with a keyboard, because now I'm just picturing how reactionary it is, how spammy it is, and how hard that... Oh crap, that's exactly what I was explaining earlier that I'm trying to avoid right now. How difficult it seems like it would be to do with your thumbs, or fingers tapping away on the phone actually. The game really seems well suited to this, and it's really fun dancing around, bashing enemies in. Oh god. The fencers are the trickiest so far, for sure. They definitely add like a pretty significant complexity to things, but they're also the most fun, just to look at and to fight against. Oh my god, there's too much going on. Just gotta commit to the one side there. That makes like my forearms start to like tense up from just such rapid mashing of things. Final part of this little battle here. Oh god. I was literally just gonna say I'm gonna go at it a lot slower here and really take my time. Oh, revive. Definitely revive. I don't want to have to restart all that. Holy crap. That gets intense. That's gonna be so hard to do on my phone. On the flip side of that, I did feel like I was like, oh nice, it kind of pushes everything away from you. Oh god, commit. It pushes everything away from you. On the flip side is that like, I was kind of sailing through the game. Like I had to hit a roadblock eventually of things becoming a little more difficult. Presumably, there will be boss battles now and again. Not quite. It wouldn't even do it. 15% would still only leave me at 90, so I'm going to pass on that. Maybe there will be little boss battles along the way, other than the big octopus. I'm not entirely certain. But in general, it's like a pretty neat concept, pretty fun. Casual in the sense that it feels like a Flash game. Those are some fun green pants. Street rat riff raff. I like it. I'm keeping them. It's casual in the sense that the game's so clearly made to be done in such small little bursts, but that there's quite a lot of things encouraging you to keep playing at the rate of like a few minutes per day, which is totally acceptable. I don't feel bad about that. And honestly, it might completely fit the bill of I was tweeting the other day saying I want a game that I can pick up and play for a few minutes, that I don't need to play it 8 times a day to get the max out of it. There's not really lives in this game that like hinder you in any way. Fully trained, next step up in health there. There's like cool progressions you're working towards. Things get pretty complex and pretty heated and difficult, it seems, from like the small experience I have with it so far. Yeah, I think that was like a pretty great little look at things, actually. I think I was able to show off a lot. And I'm pretty damn excited about it. I've been following this one on Twitter for ages now, and I'm so excited it's finally out. Thank you to the developers for giving me this early look at it. You guys can check it out for yourselves in the App Store tomorrow. I'll have links in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Oh god, I ended the video here, and I put an end to it, and then I was gonna like let the game play out a little bit more, like in the end card after I had finished talking, and just let a little bit, some extra things play out on screen. Well, while the video wrapped up, and then I suddenly had to fight that guy, the black, I don't know what it called him, the black hat or whatever. He works like the fencer, but now and again he would jump to the back of the line. He would like get out of the way. It's a cool new enemy type, and I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave it hanging without addressing that. No, I won't start any more things, just in case I won't start another battle in case it introduces more things.